This question is based on a 2D array, that is you can understand in terms of like matrix. So in the question they have given that there are two arrays and both are square matrix or a square array 2 by 2. Okay, n by n. So a1 and a2, two arrays they have given, and now they have asked that okay, two different arrays are stored in two different kinds of storing positions. Like a1 is, they have given that it is stored in column measure order, and a2 is stored in row measure order. Okay, and they have asked that if two arrays are stored in two different memories and their starting address is the same. Okay, let's say I am just taking that starting address of both the arrays is 200. Okay, in some memory 1, a1 is starting from 200 and a2 is also starting from 200. Now they have asked us to find out that how many items in this particular a1 and this particular a2 will be there which will have the same addresses. That means a1 of ij and a2 of ij both will have the same address. If I'll take, let's say, a1 of 1 1 and a2 of some 1 1 are having the same address, then I'll say okay, one item is there that is having the same address, that item is I equals to 1 and j equals to 1. Okay, so such a way I will have to find out that how many items are present there in that particular array in which n is equal to 27. That means 27 cross 27, I am having two arrays a1 and a2, and I'll have to find out that how many items are present, those are having the same addresses. Okay, in row measure and column measure order. That is actually question is they are asking. Now I will just do one thing, that I am taking an example of n is equal to 3. What will happen when I will take n is equal to 3? Okay, so I will create one array a1, okay, that is starting from 200 address. That means 0 0 will start from 200 address. Now they have given that all the elements you are storing in the arrays, though both the arrays are integers, and integer is having 32-bit size, that is 4 byte. Okay, so the next item which should be stored in the next memory position, that should start from 204, just because the first item 00, a1 of 00 will take 200, 201, 202 and 203 memory locations. So now in the column measure order, next item will be stored at 204 and that will be 10, and next item 20 will be at 208. Similarly, I am just writing all the addresses: 224, 228 and 232. This is my a1. If I'll draw a2, then what will be the difference between these two? In these two, difference is, the first is column measure, that means I have given the addresses, or I have stored complete column first, then I have gone for the next column and the next column. Now in a2 I'll have to store the elements in row measure order. That means first I will have to store the rows, all the items of rows, that means 200, then 204, that is 01, and then next item 02 will be stored at 208. I have stored complete row first, then I'll go to the next row. So 212, 216, 220, 222, 228 and 232. Now you see there are only three items, that is 00, 11 and 22, which are having the same addresses. Okay, so items 0, 0, 1, 1 and 2, 2. Three items are there which are having the same addresses. That means if I say in some technical term, then I should say that the items I equals to j, for item in which I is equal to j, all those items are having the same addresses in row measure order also and column measure order also. That means if n is equal to 3, I am having such items 3. So if in the question they have asked for n is equal to 27, then my answer should be 27. So answer is equal to 27. Or directly you can say that all the diagonal elements are having the same addresses. So there will be n items in the diagonal, so that the answer is 27.